It's become increasingly obvious to most of us at this point that what we've come to refer to culturally as woke and wokeness is not so much a mindset as a form of collective mental illness, a form of cultural contagion, the unwavering, intoxicating belief that you're intellectually and morally superior, that you're somehow more socially aware than everyone else, the belief that you possess superior levels of empathy for your fellow human beings. These are the traits of narcissistic personality disorder, aren't they? But it goes further than that, doesn't it? These woke narcissists view this moral superiority as giving them a sort of judicial authority. When they find someone who doesn't live up to what they consider their superior moral standards, they believe themselves entitled to exact punishment and retribution, to commit time and energy to ostracizing that person, to try to damage their livelihood and reputation, to try to take away their public voice, at which point these people are clearly and disturbingly veering wildly into the territory of psychopathy. What's astonishing is that there are so many of these people. They have to be the product of a collective failure of parenting and education. But now we're seeing the correction, aren't we? Finally, the general public have grown tired of this performative, hideous public virtue signalling. Gary Lineker's forced departure from the BBC is a sign that there's been a major culture shift. Wokeness has become deeply unpopular, despised in fact. People have had a gutful of being lectured about immigration, diversity and gender identity. They're sick of loaded words like racist and transphobic being thrown about vindictively with the express intention of causing people reputational and professional damage. Because it's clear that this virtue signalling nonsense was never about making the world a better or kinder place. It has always been a nasty status game, a sort of snobbish middle-class code of entry. Do you have the right opinions? Are you using the right words? Do you hate the right people? Then you're allowed in the club. It's now a club that nobody wants to be in, a club that makes people feel ashamed to be British, a club that obsesses about Gaza and Ukraine while their own country falls apart around their ears. There's a public understanding now that these self-serving faux liberal parasites, after worming their way into every public institution and every position of influence, have impoverished us all culturally and economically and turned Britain rapidly into a sort of miserable third world hellhole. These people are reaching the end of the line, and now it's a race to cleanse our public institutions of their ideological poison, whilst there's still some small part of this country left to save. Live tour date in Southend, 14th of June, almost sold out. Ticket link beneath this video. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and support me on Patreon if you'd like me to keep making these videos. Thanks for watching.